What's up YouTube, Capital G here. So this is something that is absolutely crazy, and I really didn't believe it until I actually looked at the pictures of the V-Jump. Most of us in the game have pretty much realized at this point, even players who are far behind the times, kind of living under a rock, everybody realizes right now that Grinder Golem is an absolutely absurd card, and honestly, as we get more generic links, it's probably going to be one of those cards that just gets worse and worse. Grinder Golem, in my opinion, far worse than GoFu, because I don't think that there are any skillful ways of actually using Grinder Golem. But this is a card that you could kind of expect maybe Konami to turn a blind eye to. After all, I believe that they did that with Malicious at the beginning of 5Ds. I think that they did that with Tour Guide at the beginning of Zexal, and I've said in the past, I'm perfectly fine with that. I was perfectly fine with GoFu not going to 1. Hell, even if GoFu is going to stay at 3 until maybe Extreme Force comes out, I'm fine because it gets the mechanic off the ground, right? It's one thing to kind of turn a blind eye, but it's a completely different thing to actually promote the degenerate combos. We all know what they are, and the reason, by the way, that I say that I don't really have much tolerance for Grinder Golem, but I do have tolerance for a card like GoFu is because as far as I know, GoFu can't be like looped over and over and over again. Maybe if you're playing Black Wings, you've probably discovered some way, but as far as I know, you play GoFu, maybe you go into a Link 3 and that's pretty much it. You guys know what Grinder Golem, it's far worse than that. I was actually playing against GCD on my live stream Thursday night. I want to say he dropped Grinder Golem on me 4 times in a turn. It was fucking ridiculous. I was just like, oh my god, just kill me now, bro. Seriously. Konami, as you can see in the V-Jump, this is actually like official pictures from the V-Jump, guys. They're promoting the fucking Grinder Golem combos. So like, if you didn't know about the degenerate combos with Akashic Magician and whatnot, like, you definitely do now. Don't get me wrong, I just found out about these I believe about 2.5 weeks ago, or a little less than 2 weeks ago, but the combos actually have gotten worse since then, because obviously with the announcement of Security Dragon, which is another pretty much generic Link 2 monster that has that evac bounce ability, what a lot of players do is they'll summon the Grinder Golem to their opponent's side of the field. They'll get their 2 tokens, then they just go into a couple of Link Spiders, or a Link Spider and a Link Karibo or whatever. They go into Akashic Magician, they bounce the Grinder Golem, they summon it back, they get 2 more tokens, they get Security Dragon, they bounce the Grinder Golem again, then they can summon it again, get 2 more tokens, go for Firewall, bounce the fucking thing for a 3rd time, and at that point you're just like, okay, this is fucking stupid. You know what I mean? Like, your will to play the game, or your will to finish the duel, has basically been stripped at that point, and you're like, this is just dumb. And that's why I think Grinder Golem is a far worse card than GoFu. And the thing about it is, I thought that Konami was going to realize how degenerate Grinder Golem was, and I fully expected this card to get banned. But with them actually promoting it now, I don't even know if that is, like, is that something that we just throw out the window? Or are we gonna have to live with Grinder Golem? Because how does it make you look as a company if you're saying, yeah guys, these degenerate plays, just go ahead and do this, but then you turn the card, like, you turn around and then just like instantly ban the card in 3 months? Because I believe that the next ban list for Konami and for the next ban list for the OCG should be, I believe, January. Like, it would look kind of weird if in the November issue of the V-Jump you're like promoting all of these combos and you're talking about how awesome Grinder Golem is for Link summoning, and then 2 months later you just outright ban the card. Like, I as a player would be like, wait, what? Weren't you the ones telling us play this? And then at the same time, I mean, you could look at Konami like I do, with a raised eyebrow, saying, are you stupid? Like, this isn't healthy for the game. I think it's fine if you want to have a couple of derp combos to help us Link summon easier, stuff within reason, stuff like Scapegoat being a 1-card Firewall Dragon. Like, okay, I'm okay with that. GoFu being a 1-card Deco Talker. Like, okay, that's a little derpy, but I'm okay with that. But, as I just said, like, Grinder Golem takes it to an excessive level. So what do you guys think? Because I think I said it in yesterday's video. video, I fully expected Grinder Golem, at least in the TCG, well, TCG, OCG, a lot of times our bans are kind of the same. I fully expected Grinder Golem to get banned within the next like 6 months in the TCG. I didn't even think Jack Knights would get to play with this card after Konami went after Grand Soil so hard. I mean, that kind of told me that they weren't, you know, they weren't messing around, that they kind of meant business. But then Konami comes out with this and they're like, nah, guys, play as many Grinder Golems as you want. Spam out those links. And I understand you got to promote the new mechanic, but I don't know. I think this is going this is going a little too far. This is going a little stupid. It would have been cool, you know, to turn a blind eye, maybe, to try and act like you didn't know Grinder Golem was out there being broken. But when you just put it on Front Street and tell people to play it, I don't know. That just seems a little, what's the word? Irresponsible. There we go. It seems a little irresponsible. So whatever you guys think, leave it in the comment section. Do you guys think this is silly of Konami? Do you guys think that maybe Grinder Golem won't get banned now? Also, do you think Grinder Golem should be banned? The answer to that is yes. I'm sorry. Grinder Golem shouldn't even be limited, because at limited status, it's just, ooh, I opened with it turn 1. Okay, I guess I'm just going to wreck you. Like, it becomes just a Luxacky card. There's also, again, there's no skillful way to play Grinder Golem. Like, even before the link combos, I believe Grinder Golem was ran in like Infernal Reckless decks, you know what I mean? Like those little cheesy like FTKs as well. But now I'm just going off something completely different. Anyways, leave it in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on those notifications for daily videos. Oh, last question I wanted to ask in the video. Do you guys think that this is going to affect the secondary market? Obviously, we've seen Grinder Golem just pretty much explode over the last couple of weeks, where even the comments have, you know, multiplied by 6 when it comes to the value of the card. Does this give you, I guess, a little more confidence that Grinder Golem is something to hang on to? Because, you know, I always thought that it was a card that could get banned at any time and that it would get banned sooner than later, but I don't know. Maybe Konami is looking at it like, let's let links get as broken as possible until people can't tolerate anymore, a la Teledad. Then we'll go ahead and get Grinder Golem out of the game.